Good morning. Good morning. We have a minute or two before we get going. So we're rolling out our mats and settling in. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Excuse. Thank you. Double check. Good. Okay. There you go. All right. So we're just settling in, making our space, getting anything nearby that you may want or need for your practice. And we are going to begin in child's pose today. If you wanted to start heading that way. Sorry for the crunchers if you hear those in the background. Thought she might head farther away than this. All right, so we're getting to that time. Let's start heading to that child's pose if it serves you. Toes near one another, knees can be near one another. You can take them wide to the edges of the mat. We gently melt the belly down. Let the forehead travel toward the mat. Make a little pillow with the fist or the palms if you like. That could be a nice support for the head. And keep the arms pretty relaxed here as we start out. Let the hips settle toward the heels. The body growing a little heavier. If being in child's pose isn't serving you today, you can take a nice seated pose as well. Begin to quiet the mind. Allow it to be present here with you on the mat. Noticing the feel of it beneath you and the air around you. We won't be able to deepen the breath too much here in child's pose, the belly hitting the thighs. Let's see if we can begin to even it out, to improve the quality of it a little, and to start to build that balanced breath. Feel the air moving through the nose as it fills the lungs. Feel the settling of the body with the exhale. We'll try and keep this balanced breath as we prepare to move through the practice. The hands are tucked under the head. Let's go ahead and reach them overhead. Palms on the mat. Keep the hips settled. Feel this activation through the shoulders, maybe through the upper back. And when you're ready, on an exhale, let's walk the hands over to the right. Settling the body down as we find that spot. If you're in a seated position, you can use the lower arm as a support on the mat. Do a nice inhale and over as well, as we all create space through the left side of the body. We'll start to walk the hands back to center. And then journey them over to the opposite side, settling in as we make our way there. Checking in with the breath. Scan from hip up to fingertips. Walk the hands back to center. Take a breath here. Nice inhale brings us up as we come to our tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees as best you can. Spread the fingers wide to give yourself a nice solid base. We'll start with our neutral spine as we gaze at the mat. On an inhale, drop the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale as you round, arch the back. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you arch. Continuing these cat-cows at your own breath pace for a few rounds. You can invite in other gentle movement that serves you. Maybe a little hip side to side. Maybe a gentle rock forward and backward. Mindful as you move. We'll take one more full round before meeting back at our neutral spine. From our neutral spine, we'll step the right toes back. Ball of the foot is on the mat or just off of it. Gently press back through the heel, a little stretch for the calf. You do a little rock forward and back to stretch the toes too if you like. Then we'll find stillness. Fly that leg, scoop the belly, bring right foot forward, planting it somewhere near the front of the mat. Hey, baby boo. Hands framing the foot on either side. Hips sitting low as we find a nice low lunge. Hands can stay in the mat. We bring them up to the knee. Yogi's choice. Notice if the right knee is stacked over the ankle or a little bit behind it. That's where we'd like it to be. Try not to have it journey out beyond that ankle. Continue to breathe. We'll bring the right hand inside right foot as we heel toe that foot over to the edge of the mat, setting it at about a 45. Our lizard lunge. Hands in the mat, helping support us. Oh, that hurt. Sorry about that. Nice deep hip opener. We'll start to heel toe that foot back to its starting place. Frame the foot. Shift the hips back as we rotate on the right heel. Only staying back as far as your body wants to go as you find a nice stretch through the back of the right leg. Start to walk the hands forward as we plant the right foot back down. Curl the left toes. Lift off of that knee, runner's lunge. The gaze is at the mat. Spine is long. Hands are framing the foot. Our nice support. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. High plank. You can lower to the knees here if you like. Strong core. Heart is lifted. Try not to collapse into our shoulders here. Lower the knees, uncurl the toes, hips to heels. Child's pose for 2 breaths. On an inhale, bring yourself back up to find that tabletop, our nice neutral starting spot. Step the left toes back. Find that nice stretch for the calf. Each side a little different. Really tune in, keep that awareness. We'll fly the left foot, scoop the belly, bring it forward. Low lunge. Double check that stack for the left knee. The hips are sitting low. You could draw the gaze forward, and again, hands can stay on the mat, or you could lift up to the knee. And as we hold our shapes, the mind may see an opportunity to wander away from the mat, to bring back in the to-dos, the oops, I forgot. And if that happens, it's okay. Just gently invite it back. Staying connected to the practice, the breath in the body. You're lifted up with hands on thigh. Go ahead and bring the hands back to the mat. We'll bring left hand inside left foot as we heel toe it over to the edge, setting that 45. Our lizard lunge, nice deep hip opener. You can stay lifted here. If your hips are feeling ooey gooey, you could go down onto forearms. If that is part of your practice, be very mindful of how the hips are feeling if you are headed that way. Not hanging out here too long. If you're folded down, go ahead and lift back up. We'll start to heel toe that foot back to its starting place. Frame it with the hand. Shift the hips back. Left heel stays connected to the mat the entire time we move through here. As we find a nice stretch through the back of the left leg. Maybe take a little scan up from the heel. You can keep a little micro bend in that knee. Seeing how the leg's feeling. We'll start to shift back as we plant the left foot back on the mat. Plant the hands, curl right toes, lift that knee up, runner's lunge. Imagine a long spine here. Gaze at the mat. Letting the hips sit low. We'll plant the hands, step the left foot back, high plank. Core is engaged, draw the navel in toward the spine. We'll shift the hips up and back, down dog. Our first down dog of the class, so you may want to explore with some movement. Do a little shift of the hips. And pedal out the feet, dropping one heel toward the mat and then the other. The heels don't have to touch. Trying to find a flat back as best you can. Settle in. Take a breath. Start to walk the hands toward the feet as you find forward fold at the back of the mat. Let the upper body hang. Hands can reach to the earth. You could grab opposite elbows. Maybe keeping a little bend at the knees. And notice as you hold here where the weight is at in the foot. If you're staying all the way back on the heels, shift the hips forward slightly so that more of the weight is sitting in the front half of each foot. We'll soften the knees and gently rise up, unrolling as we come up to a standing posture. Arms at our side, shoulders dropping away from the ears. Taking a breath. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice big inhale as we lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll bring the hands around behind the back. You can take fists to the low back. You could do palms, either fingers up or down, finding what serves you today. Standing tall, we'll draw the shoulder blades and the elbows a little closer together. You could stay right here. It's a great heart opener. If you'd like to deepen this stretch, we'll keep a long spine as we gently arch back. Draw the gaze up toward the sky. Imagining a giant ball behind you. And you can come in and out of this standing back bend as you need. Keep a little lift in the heart. We'll inhale back up. Release the arms. Give them a nice little wiggle. Big inhale as the arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath. Engage the core and back body as you inhale to half lift. Our 7 shape. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Hands on shins or thighs or out at that airplane. Exhale as you release. We'll start to walk the hands away, coming back to that high plank. We'll take one breath here. Elbows tight to the body as we lower down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale up. Your cobra. Could be baby cobra. Could be a mid-lift. Maybe you're all the way at up dog already, bright and early. Release. Press back hips to heels, child's pose. Take a breath. Start to walk the hands toward the knees as we lift up. And we'll find a nice kneeling posture. Knees are about hip width distance apart. We'll curl the toes. Inhale up the left arm. Flip the right hand away from the body so the thumb is toward the heel. Start to arch back. See if you can find that heel with the right hand. Keep that lift in the heart. Inhale up. Exhale down the left hand. Inhale up the right. We'll flip the left hand around behind. Palm is away from the body. Thumb is toward the back. Find that big arch in the back. Find left heel with left hand. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Our tabletop, nice and neutral to start. We'll take the left hand forward, one handprint. Right arm journeys out to our side and then gently weaves behind as we twist down, settling right shoulder and right cheek on the mat, hips stay high. Left hand can be a nice kickstand, or it could wrap around. We invite in this nice twist for the body. If that hand is wrapped around the body, go ahead and unwind it. Bring left hand back to the mat. Press into it as you come off of the right shoulder. Unwind and come back to our neutral tabletop. From here, right hand goes forward, that handprint. We're creating space. Left hand goes out and weaves through. Take your time here as you rotate down, gently settling the left side of the body. Check in with the breath. And again, you have those options for the arm. You could also extend that arm straight. As you hold the shape, see if you can find a little ease in the left hand. A little more rotation maybe through the ribs. If right hand is wrapped around the back, go ahead and unwind it. And it back on the mat, and we'll press into the right hand as we unwind. Back to our neutral. Both hands go forward, a handprint. Grip the mat as you curl the toes. Lift the knees up as the hips shift back, our down dog. We'll start to walk the feet toward the hands as we come to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Big inhale draws us up. Scoop the air around you as you reach tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath, letting the blood flow return. We'll keep right foot forward. Take a nice big step back with the left foot, setting it at about 45. Hips are square to the short edge of the mat. Arms start down at our side, palms forward, pinkies toward the body. We've got a nice bend in the right knee. It's stacked over the ankle or a little behind it. Both feet firmly rooted down. Notice where the torso is if you're leaning forward or backward. And try to find that nice neutral somewhere in the center. Bring hands around our back. Interlace the fingers. Draw the knuckles down. Nice heart opener. You could stay right here if you'd like. We'll start to head to humble warrior. Right shoulder toward right knee. You may need to adjust your stance a little bit. When we're really short, we might have a tendency to just lean forward on that knee. We want to keep that nice bone stack. Press into the right foot as we lift up. Release the hands. Rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Give yourself a little rock and step it forward. Left foot will stay forward, right foot takes that nice big step back. Foot's at a 45-degree angle, give or take. Bend the left knee, keeping it over the ankle or a little behind. Build from your foundation. Hips are square. Head is over heart. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Spread the fingers wide here, creating some openness. We welcome in the day. Hands hide behind the back body. Find that nice heart opener. And then gently take left shoulder toward left knee. Only moving as far as you want. The thigh or the belly may rest on the thigh. It may float inside it. That nice heart open. Press into the left foot as you lift up. Release the hands. Rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Little rock as we step it forward. Finding Tadasana at the front of the mat. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other. Coming to your high plank. Elbows tight as you move through Chaturanga to the belly. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you curl the toes, shift the hips, down dog. Taking a few breaths here. Lower the knees, uncurl the toes, settle hips to heels. Child's pose. Relax the arms. Take a scan of the body. Feel the energy that you've cultivated, the strength that you've built. Notice the support of the mat, the connection to foundation. We'll start to lift up as we walk hands to knees. Rotate on to a favorite side and then come to a comfortable seated pose, whatever that is for you today. Legs crossed, legs stacked, legs out, legs wide. Anywhere you can sit comfortably. Let the legs relax a bit. Hands can rest on our knees and our lap at our side. Shoulders are at ease. A little tuck of the chin as the crown of the head lifts. And then we let right ear fall to right shoulder. Notice as you create this stretch through the neck, if the shoulders tense up, they do, use the exhale to settle them once more. We'll gently drop chin to chest, little rotation. And then journey over. Left ear toward left shoulder. Awareness moving to the right side of the neck. The weight of the head creating the stretch for us. We'll bring chin to chest. Take a breath. Draw a line with the nose up to the sky. Maybe a little lift of the heart. Bring the gaze back to center. We'll look left and then right. Once more left. Take your time here, gentle movement. And then right. Bringing our gaze back to center as we bring hands together to seal in our practice. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice this morning. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday morning. Bye, y'all.